How you going, guys? Mickey here from Cartel. Going to review the wet hop Hersbrucker Marisota SMaSH beer. So I did order enough grain to do 3 SMaSH beers. So we had Mozzie's, the Simcoe SMaSH. We done the swap at the World Home Brew Club meetup at the Clarendon Hotel. Also done a Hort 4337 SMaSH beer using the Marisota, and the Hersbrucker SMaSH using the Marisota. So I ordered enough grain, as I said, to do the 3 recipes. All have been pretty good. I'm not 100% happy with the Simcoe one, to be honest. I just not digging the Simcoe in a SMaSH beer. Maybe might change it to a different malt, tweak it a little bit more, play around with the water chemistry, and maybe get it a little bit more balanced. It's drinkable, very drinkable as far as I'm concerned, but just doesn't sit well with me. Maybe the Simcoe's just not maybe it's just a Simcoe doesn't sit well with me for a SMaSH beer. So here we are, we're going to review the Hersbrucker wet hop SMaSH. Now I did have a few issues. This will be essentially the first pour off the keg. Did have a few issues with when over carbonated, was burped off, allowed to sit, try to carbonate again, trying to get the amounts right. Had swapped it around, so I did have another beer on this particular tap. I've cleaned the lines, I've obviously run a little bit through, but not tasted any just yet. Sort of wanted to leave it till I had at a point where I was happy with the carbonation, the pressures, and it had mellowed a little bit. Wasn't particularly happy with the outcome, the samples and the aromas that I was getting from it. We'll see how we go with this Hersbrucker SMaSH. Alright, straight up I'm noticing that there's a possibility there could be some sort of oxidization. I'm not liking the colour of it. So it wasn't this colour when I was playing around with the pressures. And like I said, wasn't real happy with the aromas either. So let's just see how very dark. I'm picking up oxidization. Straight away I'm getting a really good aroma. It's mellowed. Black currant, pine, sort of passion fruit. Now, in the first couple of years I was growing the Hersbrucker, I was getting through the oils. Wasn't a lot of oil content. Through the oils I was getting a lot of sort of slight pineapple, like candied pineapple. You get the pineapple chunks, chocolate coated, sort of like a candy pineapple sort of aroma, very much similar to what you get from the banana lollies, the candy banana lollies. That sort of you get that I guess like an artificial sort of aroma or flavour you get from those sorts of candy. So in the first couple of years I was getting the pineapple and the passion fruit ever so slightly. Over the years, we're looking at about 6 years now that particular variety's been growing here. It is developed into something like this heavy pineapple, heavy passion fruit, and some really strong pine coming through. put that down to the change of fertilisers over the years, and the fact that it's sort of on a pathway of where well, I get a lot of runoff, and also there's a greenhouse that backs sort of onto where that plot is, and its greenhouse is probably being fed with we're probably talking like bromeliads and succulents and ferns and stuff that are growing in that particular greenhouse. We're probably getting sorts of things that are high in sort of nutrients that feed those particular types of plants, and what I'm adding and what's free draining into that actual plot is probably what's resulted over the 6 years of the change. So colour wise, I'm not 100% happy with it. The aroma that I'm getting now, it's sort of sweet, sort of unfinished sort of aroma. That aroma's coming through quite nicely with it's playing on the back of my palate. So what I'm getting, that extra sense that comes through the back of your nose down onto your palate, is sort of telling me what I'm going to taste, and that is pine, a little bit of passion fruit, and black currant. Believe it or not, I'm getting black currant off the back of that. Now, I did push as much wet hop as I could into this particular brew, right through untested. I've played around with it from 60-minute right down to a hop stand and no dry hop. And considering this has not had a dry hop, I'm actually really digging it. It's come good. It's come really good. Probably need to drink it fairly quick, looking at the colour of that, and I hope it doesn't get any darker. Very nice. I might just quickly run off the Simcoe. Identical sort of recipes, but the amount of hops that have gone into the Simcoe opposed to the amount that's gone into the Hersbrucker SMaSH, quite different. Now the carbonation schedule was exactly the same, which was noted across both beers, and you know, I just don't get it. Maybe it was I played around with the taps a little bit too much, trying to rush things again, and I think this beer's probably suffered a little bit, considering as the Simcoe has as well. The Simcoe, I was still trying to get my head around the Inkbird Wi-Fi and controls. It could have been one of those really hot days there where it's the settings haven't been right and it's sort of failed as well. So I'm just trying to backtrack and retrace where there's possibility something's gone wrong with the Simcoe. Anyway, this video is not about the Simcoe SMaSH, but I just want to run one of them off. Hope everyone's had a good Valentine's Day, an even better Friday, not long finished work. Been hanging to try this Hersbrucker SMaSH wet hop. This is actually pouring pretty well, but this is in a taster glass. Now, there's noticeable clarity there. Look, on camera it probably doesn't look much different, but believe it or not, that Simcoe one. Even the head. That's a perfect beer. This beer's changed a fair bit in the keg over the time that it's been in there. It wasn't a full keg either, so it's a possibility that the headspace has played a lot on how this beer's turned out. Without a doubt, I'm still enjoying that Hersbrucker SMaSH over the Simcoe. So I'm not a big fan of the Simcoe in a SMaSH beer. Anyway, would I do it again? Sure would. Yeah, I'll change a few things. The way that I've done the schedules and stuff. I think I'll dial it back and maybe play around with the malt a bit as well, temperatures, and I think both of these were actually a 90-minute too, so 90-minute mash. I think I fell short on a couple of the on these two in particular. I think I fell short on the strike temp, so was probably a couple of degrees down, so hence the reason why I've probably gone with a 90-minute. Just recapping on the notes, they were definitely, yeah, it's a 90-minute. Gone back through the little app that I'm using and going to try and change that around a bit. Anyway, I'm pretty happy with it. Like I said, I am certainly bothered by the colour of it, but flavour and aroma wise, it's definitely one of those beers. It's probably more within the New England IPA sort of category. The colour, the flavour, the aroma. It's very out there. It's not something I expect from such a low alpha hop, hence why I probably should get it tested and make sure that Hersbrucker is the actual variety that I've got. It's the only variety in that plot, so cannot be mistaken. Cheers.